I know, when we reach a certain age, we begin to feel more clearly the whispering of the body. Every morning when we wake up, just turning around a little bit, we hear the slight creaking of the knee joints, and then the lower back also stiffens, as if it takes a few minutes to warm up. The dull pain in the shoulders, neck, or the numb feeling in the feet after sitting for a long time, all seem to become a familiar part of old age. But is it true that we are forced to live with them? Is it true that feeling tired, aching bones, or having trouble sleeping is inevitable? I believe not. And that is also the reason why I want to talk to you today about a solution that can be simple, effective, and easy to do right in your own home: a massage chair. You may have seen an advertisement for a massage chair somewhere on TV or in a store in the shopping mall. You may have tried sitting on one for a few minutes and thought, that feels good. But then you think, do I really need it? Is it worth the investment? Or is it just a luxury for lazy people? Those thoughts are completely normal, and I have had similar thoughts. And the question is whether a massage chair can be part of your aging healthcare journey. First of all, there is an undeniable fact that as we age, our musculoskeletal system also ages. Cell regeneration decreases, joints wear out, muscles shrink and become weaker. Lack of regular exercise further reduces blood circulation, making the body more susceptible to pain, numbness, and leading to a feeling of slowness and lethargy. Many older people are afraid of falling, so they limit their movements, leading to laziness, making everything seem like a vicious circle with no beginning or end. Therefore, the massage chair becomes a supportive solution, not to replace exercise, but to stimulate circulation, relax muscles, and help the body recover better after daily activities. This is the first reason and also the foundation that most experts recommend that the elderly should have a massage chair at home. Did you know that just 15 to 20 minutes of massage a day can significantly increase blood circulation? Especially for the elderly who often have cold hands and feet, low blood pressure, or are prone to dizziness when changing positions. When the rollers and airbags in a massage chair work along the body, they do not simply create a feeling of pleasure or comfort. They actually simulate traditional massage techniques, helping to dilate small blood vessels under the skin, promoting blood circulation to the heart, lungs, and brain. When blood circulation is better, your body will also feel warmer, healthier, and much lighter. I remember an old lady living in San Diego who shared that before she had a massage chair, she had to soak her feet in hot water every night to sleep. After a few weeks of using the chair, she felt her body warming up from the inside, and her sleep was much deeper. When it comes to sleep, this is the next reason why massage chairs become the ideal companion. It is no coincidence that manufacturers integrate a gentle massage mode specifically for the evening, usually 10 to 15 minutes before bedtime. When the body is gently massaged, the sympathetic nervous system, which is the culprit that makes us stressed and anxious, will now be temporarily turned off, giving way to the parasympathetic nervous system. That is when the body enters a state of relaxation, the heart rate slows down, breathing becomes deeper, and the mind becomes calm. If you have ever tossed and turned in bed for hours, unable to fall asleep, then you will understand how precious it is to just relax on a massage chair for a while, then have an uninterrupted sleep, without waking up in the middle of the night. I once met an old man in Seattle, a former aerospace engineer, who said that after retiring, he often had trouble sleeping, even having to take medication. But since his son gave him a massage chair for Thanksgiving, he decided to try it every night. After only 2 weeks, he no longer had to take sleeping pills. He said that every time he lay on the chair, listening to soft music and feeling every soft movement running down his spine, he felt like he was back to his youth, when his mind was still peaceful, without any worries. And from then on, he could wake up earlier, have breakfast with his wife, go to the garden to take care of the plants. Just that simple, but it was a joy that he previously thought he could not have again. Of course, not only blood circulation or sleep, massage chairs also help relieve muscle pain, especially in areas that are often under great pressure such as the lower back, neck and shoulders, and hips. I know many of us, when we are over 60, just standing for half an hour cooking or going to the market for a while, we feel pain in the lumbar region. That is because the muscles and ligaments in this area are no longer strong enough to support the body as before and are often tense due to incorrect posture. Modern massage chairs today often have a roller system along the spine, which can detect tense points to directly impact, similar to when you go to physical therapy. You can do it right at home, whenever you feel the need. After lunch, after a light walk in the park, or even in the evening when watching TV news, the chair is still there, ready to serve you. There is one point I always emphasize to my senior friends: healthcare is not a matter of waiting until you get sick to do something. It is a daily journey. And a massage chair, if used properly, can completely become a proactive care tool, just like drinking warm water every morning or walking around the block every afternoon. I know a couple in Houston, both over 70 years old but still very alert. They said that every morning before breakfast, they take turns sitting in the massage chair for 10 minutes as a ritual to start the day. There is no need to do anything too complicated, just simply to relax, to let the body be reminded that today we are still healthy, still love each other, and there are still many things to enjoy. And if you are wondering whether such a chair is suitable for people with underlying diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or osteoporosis, the answer is yes, but you need to choose the right type and use it correctly. Many current chair models have a light force adjustment mode, suitable for the physical condition of the elderly, and also have a massage mode focusing on the feet, which contains many acupuncture points related to internal organs. I once tested it with an old man with type 2 diabetes. After only 1 month of using the chair for 15 minutes a day, combined with a healthy diet, he shared that the feeling of numbness in his feet in the morning had significantly reduced, and he could walk for longer. Such effects show that the body is gradually recovering itself when properly supported. I know that investing in a massage chair is not an easy decision, especially when we are used to saving for our children and grandchildren, or feel that we don't have anything to take care of much. But please remember, you deserve to be healthy, to relax, and to live a comfortable life, not for anyone else but for yourself. If every day you find your body lighter, your mind more relaxed, then not only you will benefit, but your family will also be happier, more secure, right? And from here, I want to take you to a more interesting perspective, where the massage chair is not only a body care tool, but can also become part of a spiritual connection habit, helping you live deeper, slower, and with more joy every day. I used to think that the massage chair was simply a relaxation device. But then, the more I learned, the more I listened to real stories from the elderly, the more I realized one thing: that chair can be a very special bridge between the physical and the mental, between fatigue and vitality, between anxiety and peace. And one of the reasons why I really appreciate massage chairs, not only from a health perspective, but also from a spiritual perspective, is because it helps us relieve stress, anxiety, and even mental pressure that we sometimes don't even realize. Have you ever sat quietly in the afternoon, still holding a cup of tea, eyes still looking out at the backyard, but your mind can't stop thinking? Thinking about relatives far away, about changes in life, about a persistent pain that hasn't gone away, or simply a nameless feeling of sadness. Old age not only brings changes to the body but also makes our psychology more sensitive. Many people don't want to complain, for fear of disturbing their children and grandchildren. But the accumulation of those small worries over time can create a state of simmering stress, making the heart beat faster, sleep more shallow, and the immune system weaker. And it is at this point that the massage chair steps in as a listening friend. As the body relaxes, as the rhythmic movements of the rollers glide like a gentle hand along the spine, something strange happens. The mind begins to calm down. A study at the Stanford University Institute of Psychiatric Medicine showed that regular massage can significantly reduce the level of cortisol in the blood, a stress hormone. At the same time, it also stimulates the secretion of endorphins, also known as happy hormones. It is not a temporary feeling of excitement, but a state of inner peace, like when you listen to soothing music on a rainy morning, or when your children and grandchildren hug you tightly without saying anything. A very real, vivid, and present feeling. I remember an 82-year-old woman in Boston who shared that after her husband passed away, she fell into a state of prolonged depression. The doctor advised her to find activities to keep her mind busy. She tried knitting, reading, and eventually, she used a massage chair every afternoon, listening to soft jazz music and closing her eyes to feel it. At first, she thought it was just to relieve her body aches and pains. But gradually, she discovered that it was the only time of day when she didn't feel lonely. And that was enough reason for her to wake up every morning, to want to eat well and to want to live a long life. Sometimes, what we need is not something big. Not a long trip, not dramatic changes. Just a few minutes of silence, to let the body and mind rest at the same time. A massage chair can be part of that moment. And it is thanks to such regular mental relaxation that many seniors find themselves naturally healthier, not only because of less aches and pains, but also because their minds are clearer, their sleep is deeper, and their hearts feel lighter. Not stopping there, we also have a very practical and especially important benefit at this age, which is to support the regulation of blood pressure and heart rate. Have you ever noticed that when you are stressed or angry, your heart beats faster and your blood pressure sometimes spikes? That is a natural reaction of the body, but if it happens regularly, especially in people with cardiovascular disease, it is very dangerous. Older people with a history of high blood pressure, arrhythmia, or coronary artery disease all need to control their daily biological rhythms in a stable manner. And that is what massage chairs can silently help. It is not by chance that in modern nursing homes in the U.S., people have begun to equip massage chairs as part of their healthcare therapy. By combining gentle mechanical movements and therapeutic music, massage chairs help stimulate the relaxation reflex of the central nervous system, thereby temporarily reducing blood pressure, helping the heart beat more evenly and rhythmically. In particular, high-end chairs also integrate heart rate sensors to adjust the speed and massage force to suit each individual. These changes, although small, will accumulate to significantly reduce the risk of stroke or accident, which is something we all want to avoid. A doctor living in Minnesota, who has had chronic high blood pressure for nearly 15 years, said that since he got a massage chair, he has changed his living habits a lot. Every morning, after drinking warm water and having a light meal, he sits on the chair for 10 minutes before taking his medicine. He said that he feels his heart beating steadily and gently. After 3 months, the doctor adjusted the dose of the medicine to the lowest level. It is not because the chair replaces the medicine, but because the chair helps his body to cope with less stress every day. It is a clear proof that healthcare is not only in the medicine bottle, but also in the lifestyle and the small choices that we persistently make every day. And there is one more thing I want you to think about, which is the independence factor in personal life. When you get old, everyone wants to not bother their children and grandchildren, and to be able to take care of themselves for as long as possible. But the reality is that the body weakens. Going to a massage center, physical therapy, or even walking to the park becomes difficult. Some people have no one to pick them up, others are afraid of contact with crowded places because of the epidemic, or simply because they are lazy. And then, the pain, insomnia, and discomfort gradually accumulate without anyone knowing, without anyone taking care of them in time. So why not take the initiative to create a relaxing space in your own home? I once visited an old man in California. He lived alone. His house was neat and tidy, but he said, "Sometimes I feel sad because my children and grandchildren are too busy." He pointed to a corner of the living room where there was a dark brown massage chair, very soft, very quiet. He said, "Sit there for 20 minutes every day, listen to the news, and take care of your body a little. You live alone, so you have to love yourself." I felt warm when I heard that. That is true independence. Not depending on anyone, not waiting for others to take care of you, but proactively loving yourself. You may ask, but how can a massage chair compare to human hands? I agree, nothing can replace the warmth of a child's back rub or the hand held by a spouse. But when those things are not available every day, a quality massage chair, if chosen correctly, can be an extension of care. It is not a replacement for affection, but a means to help us feel touched, both literally and figuratively. And don't think that only the frail elderly need a massage chair. Many active older adults, those who still go for a walk every morning, play pickleball on the weekend, or even garden, still need one. While exercise is good for your health, recovery is equally important. After each activity, if your muscles are not stretched, blood is not pumped back to your heart effectively, then the next day you will feel more tired and slower. The massage chair, at this time, is like a silent recovery coach. No need to say much, just sit down and let your body breathe, rest, recover. And you know what's best? You can share that experience with your loved ones. A massage chair in the house can be a reason for your children and grandchildren to visit you more often. Sometimes it's to compete for who sits first. Sometimes it's to massage and chat. No rush, no need to go anywhere, just natural moments of closeness. I once saw a family in Texas, 3 generations. They used the same chair together. The grandmother used it in the morning, the mother used it after work, the grandchild used it after school. And then the chair became part of the common story, something that connected generations in a warm and unforced way. We have gone through a few clear, practical, and close reasons together: supporting blood circulation, improving sleep, calming the mind, and stabilizing blood pressure. But there are still other great things waiting for you to discover, things that seem small but make a huge difference in the quality of life every day. When I tell you that a massage chair can be part of your journey to loving yourself in old age, I am not exaggerating. Because at the age when we start to listen to our bodies more carefully, every movement becomes meaningful, then seemingly small things become a huge support. And the next reason, perhaps something that many of us have experienced, even silently endure every day, is bone and joint problems and mechanical degeneration. Do you find yourself walking slower? Every time you get out of bed in the morning, you have to turn your back slightly, shake your head a few times to be able to walk. Or persistent knee pain makes you afraid to climb stairs, afraid to go out, and gradually creates a feeling of being afraid to move. I understand that feeling, because I have also experienced a period when just bending down to pick up a small object made my back crack. But in fact, this is very common in the elderly. When the cartilage wears away, the synovial fluid decreases, the bones rub more, and the muscles around the joints become stiff. The important thing is that a little pain is bearable, but long-term pain will make us afraid to move, and that is the dangerous spiral. Therefore, many geriatric experts recommend that the elderly should have on-site physical therapy support methods as close to daily activities as possible. And massage chairs, once again, prove to be extremely useful in this. Vibration, air compression, and gentle massage modes not only help soften muscles and stretch ligaments, but also help circulate synovial fluid better. Rollers designed for the lumbar, hip, and thigh areas can directly impact stiff muscle groups, thereby reducing pressure on the knee joints and spine. You don't have to do much. Just sit back, relax, and let the chair do the work. I met a couple in Florida, both in their 70s. He has degenerative spine disease, and she has chronic neck and shoulder pain. Before, they had to go to a physical therapy center twice a week, which was time-consuming and tiring. But since buying a high-end massage chair at home, they said that the number of times they had to go out had decreased significantly. He uses the intensive mode for his lower back, and she likes the air compression mode for her neck and shoulders. Each person has different needs, but they share the same care space. And thanks to that, they feel more proactive, no longer afraid of having to call a car every time I have pain. What touched me was not only that their pain was reduced, but that their eyes lit up when they talked about now we can take care of each other. You see, at this age, being able to take control of your own life, even something as small as taking care of a sore back, is a great joy. From the effects on bones and joints, we cannot help but mention a more comprehensive benefit, which is improving the immune system. It may sound strange, but there is a very clear connection between body relaxation and resistance. When the body falls into a state of prolonged stress, the immune system is weakened because it has to spend energy to resist. On the contrary, when you regularly relax deeply, not in the way of lying down watching TV but really relaxing each muscle group, the body begins to repair itself. Blood circulates better, white blood cells are produced more regularly, hormones are more stable. And this is what a quality massage chair can silently support you every day. A study by Harvard Medical School has shown that elderly people who use massage therapy regularly tend to have fewer colds and minor infections than those who do not. Of course, no one says that massage chairs can replace medicine or vaccines. But if we consider health as a building, then the massage chair is one of the small but important bricks to make the foundation stronger. It helps you recover faster after each fatigue, helps your body to be less shocked when the weather changes, helps you to be less exhausted when gardening, going to the supermarket, or taking care of your grandchildren all day. There is an old lady I know in San Diego. Every time the weather turns cold, she coughs for a week, has to take antibiotics. Since she started using the massage chair at night, she says she gets colds less often. Colds no longer last long, sleeps better, and her skin is less dry. Maybe for others, that is insignificant, but for her, every day without a cough is a day worth living. And I believe, for you too. When old age comes, joy does not lie in great things, but in being healthy, being proactive, being able to do what you want without being held back by your body. And finally, I want to share with you something that perhaps few people talk about. A massage chair is not only for the body but also a personal space, a place for you to be yourself. At the age of 60, 70, or even 80, we still need private moments, without being disturbed, without being asked for anything. Simply sitting down, closing our eyes and returning to ourselves. A massage chair, when placed in the right place in the house, can become a special meditation corner. Some people use it to listen to classical music, some people use it to read books, some people simply sit there for 15 minutes doing nothing, thinking about nothing. Being quiet, being able to rest is a much more precious gift than a gift from material things. It is a connection with yourself, a moment of silence that helps us regenerate energy, a moment for us to see that we are truly living, not just existing. A good massage chair can serve you for 5 years, 10 years, or even longer. But its value is not in the number of times you use it, but in how you feel after each use. If after 15 minutes of sitting there, you feel lighter, your back hurts less, your heart beats steadily, your mind is brighter, then perhaps that is more valuable than any gift. And you know, I believe that if every elderly person has such a space in their home, whether it is a massage chair or simply a quiet corner, then old age will no longer be a journey of growing old, but a journey of living slowly, living deeply, living happily. Remember, small changes can make a big difference to your health and happiness. A massage chair is not a promise to cure everything, but an invitation for you to take care of yourself more regularly, gently, and proactively every day. If you have ever had an experience with a massage chair, whether it was good or not as expected, I hope you will leave a share below. Maybe your story will help others understand more, make better choices, or simply feel that they are not alone in their journey of taking care of their health in old age. And if you find this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next shares. We will continue to accompany each other in many other stories about old age, about health, about things that seem small but are very important. Wishing you a happy and healthy life at every age. Goodbye and see you in the next video.